All right. Welcome back to No BS Just News with Steve. As always, I'm your host. Thanks for tuning in to the best YouTube around. Just kidding. Let's jump right into it, folks. As you know, the IRS has begun to send stimulus payments out. A lot of folks have received their payments by obviously direct deposit. They haven't started to send out paper checks or direct debit cards. So for those of you that got them, they should become available on March 17th, which is Wednesday. I know that they show a pending status, so pay attention for that. And again, the IRS sends direct payments to closed bank accounts, temporary bank accounts that were with H&R Block, Tax Hawk, a lot of these tax preparation companies. The same thing that happened on the first and second stimulus rounds. USA Today released a report about it yesterday, talking about all the payments that had went to temporary closed accounts. A lot of folks are not recognizing the last four numbers of the checking account number the payment went to. So if you remember in the second stimulus check, and if you go back and watch some of my videos, I talk about how all these tax companies work closely and diligently with the IRS to correct that issue so it wouldn't happen again going forward. If there were to be a third stimulus check, the payments that were sent to those closed temporary accounts were rerouted to Americans by paper check. However, that is not the case. So if you go in and you see and you look at your Get My Payment and you notice an account number that you don't have a clue what you don't recognize that account number. If you've worked with a tax company, they create temporary checking accounts to release those funds, and that may be what you're seeing. If you haven't and it's still a wrong checking account, it could be fraudulent activity. You're going to need to contact the IRS and let them know. If your payment says unavailable, you either don't qualify or they haven't processed your payment yet, or they don't have enough information. If the payment is undeliverable and returned back to the IRS, they said give it about 2 weeks and you'll be able to go in and enter either your checking account information, a prepaid debit card, anything you have where it can be direct deposited. The IRS said it will allow you to do that. So that means a lot of times the Postal Service was unable to forward the payment and it was sent back to the IRS as a returned mail. I know it's definitely frustrating that they have another glitch in their system, as they say, and these payments are going out to closed accounts, temporary accounts that were closed, working with a tax preparation company. A lot of people rush to get their 2020 taxes filed, so their bank account information would be up to date as the IRS directed them to. Didn't matter. Some people, fortunately, yes, it mattered. They updated their account information through their tax company or whoever they used, and fortunately that direct deposit went to them. However, a lot of people that filed their taxes, updated their checking account information, it did not go there. It either went to a closed account, or it went to an account they don't recognize, or it's just going to go out by paper check or direct debit card. Now they say that the checks are supposed to be mailed out by March 22nd. The debit cards will follow soon after. It's ridiculous, folks. It's 2021. They rushed this effing stimulus thing through so millions of Americans could get paid. People are still waiting on their second payment, which they're going to have to claim their recovery rebate credit. Biden needs to step in again, issue an executive order and tell the IRS, let people let the Americans go in and update their bank account information. Don't just have it to where if the mail gets returned, go in and let them update it. What sense does that make? There's fraud there too. You know how many checks are going to be returned because people don't have their address up to date? Tons. Just make it for everybody. So if it went to a closed account or whatever, let people go in there and update their bank account information so they can get their payments. As I said, a lot of millions of Americans have received their payment already, and excellent. That's good. However, here we are again. People are going to be waiting 2, 3, 4 weeks, probably longer than that even, to get the check returned and mailed out, or figure out why it went to a temporary closed account, or why it went to an account you don't recognize. Unreal. If you've moved and your address is not up to date, the easiest way to do it is either file your 2020 tax return using your new address, or directly call the IRS and update your information with them, because they do send the payment to you to the address on file. So if it's not updated, it's going to get returned most likely. So I know that's not the greatest of news, and I put a video out there yesterday kind of talking about it. And then I saw that the USA Today has been made aware that all these payments are again going out to closed accounts, which I knew it was going to happen. If you look at some of my past videos, the IRS rushed these payments out again. You think it would alert their system if on the first and second checks it went to a closed account, it would just automatically either reject it when they try to direct deposit it, letting them know that they're going to have to send you a check, or they would let you go in and update your account information, being that their system recognized a closed account. However, that is not what's happening, folks. Things could change. I'm sure Biden will get involved. I don't know how much say he's going to have as it's now Monday and things are going to start updating and people are going to be pissed. Even more Americans will be pissed. It's just stupid. I understand the fraud liability aspect of it. However, if you're going to let people go in and update because of a return mail, you should let them go up in an update because of a closed account. I don't know. But leave some comments down below. Let me know if you've received your check. Let me know if you have a date yet for a payment that's going to be mailed out, or when you see a payment that's going to be direct debited, on a direct debit card. Drop some comments in the section below and let me know what's going on so I can follow up on some of these issues. But if you see an account you don't recognize, maybe you worked with a tax company and it went to that temporary closed account. That's a lot of times that's what it is, or there's some fraud activity going on. So drop a comment, let me know. Have a great week. Talk to you soon. Peace.